Oh boy, we got a real winner here. The cult psychology is strong. Just for a little context, this was one of those abortion is murder types, and I went out of my way to create a video to explain the difference between murder and the use of someone's tissues in order to sustain life. The point is that pregnant people are the only people, living or dead, I'm including corpses here, that can be forced by their government to give up the use of their tissues in order to sustain the life of another. Go back and watch my video on it if you want to get real caught up. But, I made best assumptions that this person might actually listen to a fact or two, and oh boy, was I wrong. And my question was, okay, well, you're completely ignoring the facts again. So I'm assuming that you get your science from a 2,000-year-old book of fiction about a genocidal evil deity, and that you learn your facts from a magic sky daddy or an evil talking snake. And there is just a point that is, I don't know why it's so hard to drive this point home. This person, like so many others who are in that same cult, will say that their deity created everything, the master of all things or creator of all things. Well, if that deity is the creator of all things, that deity created evil. If that deity is the master and has ultimate power and say over everything, that deity has ultimate power and say over the fact that there are children being shot under their desks at school, that there are bombs killing babies in Palestine, that cancer and COVID-19 have taken so many of our loved ones. This is the master of that. The creator of all has ultimate power and say over these things. And what do we call in the legal world a person who could help a situation and has every ability and even an obligation to help in a situation and doesn't do that? Well, that's an accessory. So if I was a horrible mother and, I had a friend over who was just beating the ever-loving hell out of one of my kids, if I sat back and just watched that happen and didn't step in to help my child, the person I created, then I have become accessory to the beating that child received. This principle is no different from your evil deity. Your evil deity sits back and watches his children get shot under desks at school and die from cancer and murder each other and commit sexual assault against each other, and has the means, the ability, and the obligation to step in and doesn't do that. That's an accessory. But beyond that, we're not even just talking about accessory. This deity created the desire to do those things, created the people that do those things, and allows those people to continue to live and to perpetrate those evils. But we haven't even gotten to the good part yet. The best part is that this creator of all, who has power and say over everything, created hell, created a realm of eternal torture to threaten his creation with. He says, well, I love you, and I'm going to give you the ability to do whatever you like. But if you don't do what I tell you, I'm going to torture you for eternity. There are a number of words that could be used to describe that: coercive, abusive, toxic, but really evil is the one that sums it up the most. And of course, they're all like, well, if we didn't have free will, we wouldn't be able to choose God and earn his grace. Evil exists because of free will. It's humans that made... No. Okay. Is this the one that has the ultimate power and say over everything? Or isn't it? Because if it's the one that has ultimate power and say over everything, They have ultimate power over evil. They have ultimate say over evil. They could have created a world without suffering. They could have created a world that did not require free will. And they could have created a world where hell didn't exist, where cancer didn't exist, where kids getting shot under their desk didn't exist, where abortion didn't exist. Oh my goodness. If your God is all powerful and evil exists, he is not loving. He is evil. I don't know how that's so hard to understand. You're in a cult, boss. Wake up. Stay safe. Keep fighting the good fight.